I'm the Scrub and you're here for one reason. Alright, after that massive tonal shift, we've collected all the Infinity Stones. Who are we snapping out of existence? Then why did you make me collect all of these gym badges for 0 reward? What is this, Victory Road? Oh, well, let's crown Wooklam the new Dawn Servant, but if I have to defeat the Elite Four along the way, I will punt Bakul Jar Jar into the sun. Time to learn about the Skydeep Cenote. Simplified. If you're using the duty support system, I'd recommend single pulling this dungeon. Head through the first door and pick up the horror and the arrowheads. Continue down the ramp until you reach the next pack. Group it all up, avoid all of the AoEs, and kill everything. When everything has been defeated, the next door will open. Head through this door and pull the 2 ghosts and the spectre. Continue to the end of the path where you can pull everything in the next pack. Group it all up, avoid all of the AoEs as best you can, and kill everything. When everything has been defeated, the door will open and it's first boss time. Immersion is a room-wide AoE. Troublesome Tail is another room-wide that will give everyone the debuff of Nuisance. This will cause you to repeat whatever attack the Feather Ray does next. Feather Ray will turn to a random party member and cast Worrisome Wave. This is a narrow conal AoE in the direction this player is standing. Just dodge to the side of it to avoid it. If you get hit by it, you'll get a Vuln stack. As this goes off, all players will get a countdown from 3 above their head. When the countdown expires, all players will throw out an untelegraphed conal AoE in the direction they are facing. So when the countdown is about to expire, just try and face away from the boss or away from the rest of the party and you should be okay. Getting hit by anyone else's conal AoE will give you a Vuln stack. Feather Ray will then cast Hydro Ring, which will be a donut AoE from its position. This donut AoE will encompass the outside of the arena and will linger as a watery AoE. Touching this outside ring will give you a Dropsy Dot Tick for 15 seconds. Feather Ray will then cast Blowing Bubbles. This will cause water orbs to spawn from underneath the boss and move towards each player in a straight line where they were standing. There will be a lot of water orbs, so you just need to dodge around them as best you can. You'll get a Vuln stack per water orb you get hit by. As the last of the orbs disappear, the arena will return to normal. Feather Ray will then cast Bubble Bomb. This will create larger stationary water orbs around the arena. Then Feather Ray will cast Rolling Current. This will create a pulsating AoE across the arena. You'll need to look for which direction the water and the pulse are moving to see which way the orbs are shifting. The orbs will only shift one spot in the direction of the AoE. As the orbs are moved, they will all explode in a medium-sized AoE. Getting hit by any of the water orbs as they explode will give you a Vuln stack. The easiest way to avoid the AoEs is to look at the side of where the push will be coming from and see which row doesn't have an orb. If you stand on the wall at this point, you'll always dodge the AoEs. After another cast of Hydro Ring, Feather Ray will cast Troublesome Tail again and give everyone the Nuisance debuff. It will then cast Trouble Bubbles. This will cause all players to begin sending out water orbs to different party members. You'll need to dodge around everyone else's water orbs as best you can. This part can get a little extra chaotic, but if everyone keeps moving slowly around the arena, you shouldn't have any trouble dodging all of the water orbs. From here, mechanics will repeat until Feather Ray has been defeated. Exit out of the arena and turn left. Jump through the hole and head to the next part of the dungeon. Turn left and pick up the spiders. Run down the ramp to pick up the Living Rock and the Cobras. Avoid all of the AoEs as best you can and kill everything. When everything has been defeated, the door will open. At the end of the next corridor, there will be a Seeking Stone that will activate the Quarriers when you get close to it. When 2 of these have been defeated, the Seeking Stone will then wake up the 4 cubes in the corners of the area. After you've defeated these 4, the door will open and it's second boss time. Dynamic Dominance is a room-wide AoE. The first time this is cast, it will bathe the outside of the arena in a fiery glow. Touching the wall will give you a burn dot tick for 15 seconds. It will then cast Mirror Maneuver. It will create a mirror in the middle on one side of the arena and a large yellow orb in a corner of the arena. When it creates these, firearms will jump to the adjacent corner to the orb and cast a straight line AoE of Thunderlight Burst towards the mirror. When the cast ends, the AoE will bounce off the mirror and hit the orb, which will explode in a massive circular AoE that will cover a lot of the arena. You'll need to make your way primarily to the opposite side of the arena, away from the orb, to dodge the AoE. Getting hit by either the straight line AoE or the massive exploding AoE from the orb will give you a Vuln stack. Firearms will move back into the middle of the room and cast Ancient Artillery. This will create 2 orange squares around the arena that will have 4 arrows on the cardinal points of the square. The cast of Emergent Artillery will cause the AoEs to radiate out in the direction of the arrows. There will be 4 safe squares around the arena for this attack, the easiest one to find being between the 2 squares that were originally lit up. As the squares finish expanding, they will all explode at the same time. If you're not in a safe square when they explode, you'll get a Vuln stack and a burn dot tick for 15 seconds. Pummel is a tank buster. The next cast of Mirror Maneuver will spawn several orbs and 2 mirrors around the arena. Firearms will then move to a side of the arena and aim the cast of Thunderlight Burst in a way so it will hit both mirrors. You'll need to see where it's aiming as this will be the direction of the safe zone. After the cast ends, it will reflect twice and hit the orb, causing it to explode. Just get on the opposite side of the arena to the orb to be safe. After another room-wide AoE, there will be another cast of Ancient Artillery. This time there will be 3 orange squares with the arrows. This will mean there is 1 safe square in the entire arena. It will always be one of the 4 center squares that will be diagonal to the only lit up square in the middle. You'll need to make sure that you make it into this square before they go off. As the squares are about to go off, everyone will get a point blank AoE. So everyone will need to spread out and avoid overlapping these, and you can get a little further out as the squares around the arena explode. From here, mechanics will repeat until Firearms has been defeated. Exit out of the arena and pick up the 4 Packers. You can stop here and nuke them if you want to, but you can also drag them to the end of the path, but there isn't anything else to defeat right now. After all all 4 have been defeated, the teleportation pad will appear and you can step onto it to be taken on a square platform to the next section. Pull the 2 packers and 2 cubes. Continue down the ramp to the left where you can pull the next 2 stonemasons. Group everything up, avoid all of the AoEs as best you can, and kill everything. When everything has been defeated, you can walk over the teleportation pad and it's final boss time. This arena will not have any walls, so try not to fall off. Mole Skull will cast Stone Carver and charge up its fists one at a time. The order in which the particle effects are drawn into the fist will be the order that they go off. They will cleave the half of the arena in front of them, so you'll need to get to the opposite side of the arena to the fists to avoid the hit. Getting hit by either of these fists will give you heavy damage, a knockback, and a Von stack. Then we'll create a blue knockback AoE at the north end of the arena. Just before it goes off, everyone will get a point blank AoE on them. So you'll need to position yourself to be knocked to a far corner of the arena or use knockback immunity to nullify the push, and then spread out to avoid overlapping the AoEs as best you can. If you're still in the blue AoE when it goes off, you'll be taking up a new hobby of cosplaying as a sheet of paper. The cast of Maul work will cause the boss to lean back and power up a punch as a massive cube moves in front of it. It will punch the cube 3 times and create many AoEs as parts of the broken cube fall to the arena. Getting hit by any of these AoEs will give you a Von stack. The remaining part of the cube with the final punch will either split down the sides and create a triangle safe zone in the middle of the arena, or it will be smacked down the middle of the arena with the sides becoming the safe zone. You'll be able to see how it will tumble through the arena with the thick green arrows coming from the cube. Failing to get out of the way of the tumbling cube will also give you a Von stack. The cast of Deep Thunder will create a stack marker inside a tower on the north end of the arena. Everyone will need to group together in the tower to soak the damage. Following this, there will be another blue knockback AoE from the north end of the arena as Mole Skull charges up its fists again. So you'll need to position yourself to be pushed back to the opposite side of whichever fist it starts powering up first, or use knockback immunity to nullify the push. After the knockback goes out, you'll need to cross over onto the other side to dodge the second fist. Wrought Fire is a point blank AoE tank buster. Tanks will need to get away from the rest of the party to take this, and everyone else will need to get away from the tank to avoid becoming incinerated. Colossal Impact will put a blue knockback AoE on one of the back corners of the arena. You'll need to position yourself to be knocked towards the opposite corner of the arena or use knockback immunity to nullify the push. As this is about to go off, one of 2 things will happen. Either everyone will get a point blank AoE on them, or one person will get a stack marker. If everyone gets the point blank AoEs, you'll need to spread out and avoid overlapping these after you get knocked back. And if one person has the stack marker, I'd recommend taking the knockback and grouping up to share the damage. And finally, Ash Layer is a room-wide AoE. Mechanics will then repeat from here until Mole Skull has been defeated. Congratulations, you have completed the Skydeep Cenote. My name is The Scrub. Thank you for watching.